Pokemon Horizons is a breath of fresh air for the Pokemon anime. It feels so new, while retaining the core of what makes the Pokemon anime itself. With the arrival of a new series, it's gotten me wondering, what other types of Pokemon anime could we see in the future? The original Pokemon anime and Horizons both follow an adventure-like format. But what if there was a new series following a different anime genre? Or better yet, what could 5 possible new series look like? With all of them being based on a different cliche anime genre, Isekai, or magical girl, or even a horror Pokemon anime. Well, let's get started with one of the first of 5 hypotheticals. Series 1, Pokemon as a romance anime. I'm thinking of those stupidly cliche office romance animes. Something like My Senpai is Annoying or My Tiny Senpai. Yes, those are 2 different anime with practically the same concept and name, and both are stupidly cute. So let's imagine this genre in the world of Pokemon. I think with this type of series, our main character absolutely has to be the one and only Brock. This anime will follow Brock as he meets a senpai at doctor school. How about a reserved Nurse Joy? Brock immediately confesses to her and gets rejected as always. But Krogunk doesn't jab him, so he decides he has to stay true and win her over. Cue probably 25 episodes of them slowly growing closer as Brock cooks, cleans, and battles his way to her heart. As he shows her who he truly is, she realizes there's more to him and slowly falls for him. The slow burn, cutesy romance would end with our lovable Brock finally dating Nurse Joy and him being happier than ever before. Good for him. Series 2, Pokemon as an idol or band anime. Something like Love Live or even Bocchi the Rock. These types of series tend to be teen girls forming a music group for one reason or another. And it just so happens that we have some Pokemon characters thinking of forming an idol group. In Pokemon Journeys, Licia invited Serena to form an idol group with her. We see them hanging out with May as well near the end of Journeys, so let's throw May in there too for a core trio. And then Max can stick around as their manager or something like that. Licia's already pretty popular, so she'd use her influence to start their group. May, Serena, and Licia's all different styles would come together as they choreographed their first numbers. Throughout the series, they could acquire fans and possibly even grow their group, maybe with characters such as Yancy or Hibana. It would be one of those anime that are basically just cute girls doing cute things with cute monsters, which is a quite popular cliche. Series 3. How about Pokemon as a mystery or detective anime? Something mysterious, inspired by Summertime Render, Bungo Stray Dogs, or even something like Death Note. Like the previous concepts, I know the perfect character to feature in this type of anime. This series would follow an Officer Jenny as a main character. This Jenny would be an elite ranked Jenny with years of experience. She'd have a slightly bigger team, making use of Arcanine as well as other dog Pokemon from other regions. The main plot of this anime would be about Jenny uncovering a mystery in the Pokemon world. I originally thought the mystery could involve some sort of evil team from the games, but for the sake of originality, I think it should be an anime original mystery. Maybe something like the R mystery from Detective Pikachu, or even the Malamar plotline from XY. Maybe this entire anime could actually be a follow-up to that Malamar plotline that was never fully explored. Let me know in the comments what mystery you think Jenny should solve. Series 4, Pokemon as a school club or sports anime. Think about shows like Haikyuu or even Gamers. With these shows, you tend to see a high school setting where all of the characters are part of the same club or sports team. We've seen something like this already with Pokemon Path to the Peak, so let's do something similar. We'll keep the idea of a real-life Pokemon club, but let's move it to a high school setting to fit in with the cliche. For this anime, we'd have students in a high school in the real world, joining a Pokemon battling club. I think the main character would be a casual player, who has to learn about competitive tactics in order to improve. The characters would fight in-game on their consoles, but their imaginations would show us fully animated battles, because this is an anime and that's cool. And this is a high school club anime, so let's be real, there's probably gonna be some sort of romance plotline. Maybe the main character vows to ask out the club president if he can beat her in battle. That sounds cliche enough to work. In any case, after shows like Path to the Peak and even Poketsume, I'd absolutely love to see another Pokemon show set in the real world. The final series, Pokemon as an Isekai. We saw something like this in movie 20, where Ash has a dream about being in the real world. But I'd rather go in the opposite direction, where a person from the real world is isekai'd into the world of the Pokemon anime. Something more like Konosuba or SAO. In a way, this is the exact opposite of the last concept we talked about. The main character of this would be a competitive player from the real world, thrust into the actual world of Pokemon. They would think of the creatures just as programming, and attempt to make their way through gyms and the league using just competitive skill. They'd catch Pokemon and try to just force rare candies and vitamins into them. However, they'd soon realize this is the actual Pokemon world, and you can't win battles with just competitive strategies. They would have to learn about the power of friendship, and grow and bond with their monsters to eventually become champion. It would actually be quite a fun series to watch. So there we go, 5 new Pokemon anime series based on different genres of anime. Let me know in the comments what other genres of anime you would want to see get Pokemoned. And if you liked this video, like and subscribe because there are plenty more like this on the way. Peace out.